So right now I'm trying to shift up and down, and I'm listening for any funny noises, any little jingling or hesitation in the chain when I shift up a gear or down a gear. So we're going to try and locate that and then go about trying to figure out how to fix it. So today I'm working on a beautiful Air Niner bikes, 29-inch wheel. It's a Niner Air RDO, Rapid Direct Offensive. I don't know what that stands for. Anyways, we're going to be working with the rear derailleur, going to be touching on it just a little bit, throwing a little bit of information on you so you can grasp it a little bit at a time. So this is a new M8000 Shimano XT 11-speed system. Got that big pie plate back here. I believe that's a 46. So I'm going to count these. 41, 42. Yeah, it's a 42 tooth. Dang it. Just installed one on my buddy's bike. I think he had a 46. Cheater. So right now I'm trying to shift up and down, and I'm listening for any funny noises, any little jingling or hesitation in the chain when I shift up a gear or down a gear. So we're going to try and locate that and then go about trying to figure out how to fix it. Alright, so starting at the bottom here, chain's in the last gear. Derailleur is in a relaxed position. There is no stress on the spring that's inside here. And the shifter, we're downshifting. There's no more clicks on the downshift lever, which is good. That's what we want. So everything is on the same page. Chain and shifter are on the same page. We don't want to be off one at the shifter. Chain's on number 11. Shifter could be on number 10. We're off completely right from the beginning. So double check that. All right, so what we're looking for here is bad gear changes or just a little noisy once it gets into that gear. One click at the shifter, very important you pay attention to the sounds at your shifter. So I'm going to create some problems so you know what to look for now. So I'm doing that by misadjusting my barrel adjuster. Okay, so let's see what we got. Hopefully I messed it up enough. We can also get a pretty good idea by testing any open cable. Like right now, I have a system that's running complete housing from one end of the derailleur all the way to the shifter, so the only exposed cable is right here. But if yours isn't like that, great, because then you can grab that cable and see what kind of slack or looseness you have there. This is questionable, so let's see if this caused any problems. So we're going to do one click upshifting. This is where you have to be patient and listen really good. So one click at the shifter. Oof. So one click at the shifter got me no response back here. It sounds like it wants to come up, so that little bit of noisiness, this is probably most common what most people are going to experience while, having a bike. So something like that, we're going to the barrel adjuster. We're not going to touch our limit screws. We're not going to touch our B screw. We're going to go directly to the barrel adjuster, whether it's here or at your shifter. So what's happening is the shifter made a click wanting to pull cable, but there was so much slack that it did not have enough to push the derailleur. So now we have to take up that slack. So we're going to tighten the cable derailleur. We're going to put tension on it. We're going to do that by unscrewing that barrel adjuster. So as the barrel adjuster unscrews outward, think of it as it backing up and pulling cable with it. When it pulls cable with it, it's going to push this derailleur over, allowing it to make that next gear change. And you'll see this if I do it manually. Just like that. And then when we release, when we turn in the barrel adjuster, we're releasing tension, and it allows the chain or derailleur to bring the chain down to that last gear there. We're going to downshift that clicker, the shifter. Okay, so there's no more clicks left. So the shifter is in the last gear, chain is in the last gear, and we know all this slack right here, that's a little bit too much movement, too much slack on that front derailleur cable. So we're going to take it out by turning our barrel adjuster outward, unscrewing it. Pretend you're taking a screw and unscrewing it out of a box or something. And as it's coming out, it's going to pull cable tension with it. All right, so pretend we're sitting on the bike. Here's my right hand, here's my right shifter. This is for my rear derailleur. And right here is my barrel adjuster. You'll always locate it right about in that spot, connecting to our cable housing. So this, I can put two fingers on it and I could unscrew it, like I'm trying to unscrew it and back it out that direction. I know this is counterintuitive, but as I'm backing out in that direction, it's pulling cable tension. So in this case, I'm gonna either give it 3 clicks outward. So that's about 3 clicks, and I'm going up in that direction. So going up in that direction, the barrel adjuster is going out and it's going to pull tension. So we're going to see what we get. We're just going to do that small adjustment there and see what we get back here at the cassette. We're going to do 1 click at the shifter. So got 1 click at the shifter, and the chain's making a little more jumping sound, so it sounds like we're getting a little closer. So I think we're going in the right direction. So we're going to continue to turn that barrel adjuster outward a few more clicks. So again, we're going to unscrew this, and if it gets a little confusing, you can go and stand over on the other side of the bike and face the shifter going that way, and it'll make more sense. So when I say unscrew counterclockwise, lefty-loosey, it's going to make a lot more sense. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 clicks. Let's keep it short and do another test. Okay, so that we have to downshift again, go back to the last gear in the shifter, downshift the shifter, chain should be in the last gear here, so we're both on the same page again. I'm going to do 1 click at the shifter, we're going to see what happens. Got it. Shifter felt a little bit sloppy, a little looseness in the shifter, but when I did get that click, it did jump up. The chain jumped up immediately, so let's go with that. If there's any more issues going on, we're going to find them as we continue and test the rest of the cassette. What's cool about these derailleur systems is you can kind of pinpoint and find a bug almost anywhere on this derailleur. When you upshift, you might find another bug downshifting in a completely different area, and that barrel adjuster will allow you to pinpoint those bugs and get them out without messing up anything else. So that's kind of cool. So we're going to do another upshift, 1 click at the shifter. It was good. Some slight noise in there. Might be a little hard for you to hear that, but let's wait for a bigger problem. Another click at the shifter. That's pretty good. Jumped up quickly. Right there. Okay, small hesitation. That is an indication that we have another adjustment to do. We could probably leave it and ride like that, but it's going to stay the same and poke its ugly little head out every now and then of giving you a bad shift. So basically we're going to continue to go to the same direction of how we were making that adjustment. So we're going to turn that barrel adjuster outward again. We're going counterclockwise. I'm going to do 2 clicks of unloosening, going lefty-loosey. That's going to pull more tension, and then we're going to recheck this gear over here. So I'm going to release that click, downshift 1, and we're going to retest that gear. Upshift 1 gear, 1 click at the shifter. That was okay. Let's try it again. We're going to downshift 1 again, and upshift 1. It seemed pretty decent. Let's go continue upward, wait for another big problem, something more noticeable. So 1 click at the shifter, upshifting. That jumped up okay, seems quiet there. Let's go up another one. That seemed good. That was good. And click up another gear. That jumped up nicely. That jumped up nicely, it's quiet. And 1 last gear. And that jumped up nicely and it's quiet.